Alright guys, we're back. Last time, well, we were arriving at Obitoyo and we arrived. I mean, at least I'm guessing, unless this is a transition to another scene, which I'm not really 100% sure about. But it most likely follows what happened last time. I know someone asked me on one of the comments last episode, does Sotetsu have a voice actor? Yeah, he does. I guess I'm doing the lines for him, so that's one of the reasons he's muted. I know I can probably put it in low volume, but I'm reading his lines, so that's one of the reasons everybody else, well, has their own voice. Anyways, we're gonna continue with the story. A thick, low table made from a single piece. Despite its large size, there's no scratch on the thing. I almost feel overwhelmed of how perfect it is. It reminds me that I have indeed returned to the Migita household. Who are you? Hibiki, okay. To my right, Hibiki glancing at me back and forth. Do I know who it is? Friend. I think it's like when we first met. She acted the exact same way when it was first brought into this house as she is now. This place never changes. Everything about it brings back memories. Hibiki's expression lightens up and she raises her voice full of glee. Yeah, it sure does. I didn't expect that everything would stay exactly the same. Man, the animation is actually really good. She scowls all of a sudden, her tone of voice lowers too. No, you've changed. You're certainly much bigger. Navi pointed it out too. Hibiki's growth is remarkable. Once I admit that to her, her scowl softens up. Well, let's just continue. Namely, the way you talk. You're speaking very proper these days. It's such a dramatic change that it would be odd if I hadn't noticed. I mean, you had a pretty thick Kumamoto dialect when I left here. She looks at me, mad and disgusted. The expression stuck on Hibiki's face slowly fades. Oh, that's why. There's nothing wrong with an accent, at least in my opinion. Oh, so you also want to go to the capital? Are you aiming for the Imperial University? Well, that's good to know. You don't have to feel that. Oh, man, the animation is actually good. Man, wow. Then study harder. It's that simple. I think that's the first time I've seen Hibiki smile today. A true smile, I mean one with no other emotion mixed in. That smile never changes. That's a good thing, by the way. Well, that's good to know. I haven't changed. Hibiki's still smiling. She giggles happily. I hope so. I haven't changed in the slightest. I see. Kinda hard for me to tell. But if you say so, I'll take your word for it. She suddenly turns bright red. Hibiki has always had such a wealth of expressions, even going all the way back to when we were super young. Nene. is still Nene? I see, there's the dialect I thought Hibiki lost. The sliding door had opened without a sound. Makura is standing there holding a tray with some barley tea. New girl?
そうちゃん、おかえり。ちーっと見ん間に、よっか男になったね。
Wow, I'm really liking this animation. I am. I was expecting it to be, still images, but wow. Okay. Makura's smile is a slow and gentle one. I'm reminded of the Kuma River I saw from above before. Ample and beautiful, but once mad, fiercer than anything in the world. Then let's not get her mad then. That's an honor to hear, although I'm adopted. I try to be an upstanding member of the Migita family.
他人行儀は好かんよ。右田の人間言うなら、当時の言う言葉は聞かんと。
You gotta listen to the chief brewer here. Yes, ma'am. I mean, okay. I respond with an okay. Oh, nice. Nice bow. Which I only do when I come back home. That sure sound seems to have brought back memories of the words we exchanged here years ago. I'm home. Nice to see you. Makura ne. And Hibiki too. Yeah, this is nice. And animation is just great. Okay.
おかえり。おかえり、にいに。
She hands me a glass. After taking a drink, distant memories of summer come back to me. That's right. It always like this. When I got back home, she always welcomed me with iced tea, ice water. Crunch, crunch.
にいに、また氷食べよ。兄さん、また氷なんてお食べになって。
You don't have to act so formally. Yeah, that's
美味し
cute
かも
though.
んね。うちんくらの水は全部球磨川の行ったよかもんやけん。
Yup. It was only after I was adopted by the family in Ohitoyo that I found this out, how the water and the ice could actually taste so good. Then protecting this water is a duty I must fulfill. By the way, Makura ne? And in that case, I have to fulfill the duty as soon as possible. I can enjoy reminiscing at some point later. About the talks of setting up the aircraft factory in Ohitoyo, what's the status on that right now?
なんねそうちゃん。夏休みで帰ってきたんじゃなかと？
No, I'm actually on business, right? Yeah, I took a leave of absence.
休学？
A surprised look washes over Hibiki's face. I figured this was far more important than my duties, my studies. Granted, there were a lot of things that happened revolving around my taking a leave of absence. My foster father did give me some conditions to follow. I'll find the right time to talk about that later.
そういったらにいに、ということは、兄さんも工場誘致を推進に？
I like how she shifts personalities. Or yeah, wait, what? Did I hear that right? I didn't quite understand what was being asked, and I agreed to it without thinking. Hibiki, what did you just say?
ですから、兄さんも工場誘致を推進しに戻ってきてくださったのかと。
For I didn't hear her wrong, but unable to believe that, I turned to look at Makura ne. She smiles and gives me a small shrug. I see what's going on now. Hibiki's the one who's for the factory being built here. Who on earth would put the idea into your head that the factory would be a good thing? She looks surprised again. Hibiki cheeks gradually turn bright. Cheeks, my bad. Gradually turn bright red.
吹き込まれたなんていう言い方はやめてください。
Sorry, let me rephrase that. What made you conclude that you are for building the factory here?
それは。
She closes her mouth. Hibiki glances to her sides. Keeping her eyes away from mine, she speaks with conviction in her voice.
お人よの衰退を考えれば当然の結論だというだけです。岩倉の工場誘致は安定的な発展をもたらします。
That's a good point. That's only one side of the truth. Bringing in the aircraft factory will affect other things. I look at Hibiki, then turn to Makurane, a silent yet powerful nod. Water pollution, Hibiki, do you know?
知っています。もちろん。
She raises her voice, Hibiki's eyes first home on Makurane.
姉さんも兄さんと同じことを言っていましたから。
She calls her Nesan instead of Nene on purpose. A sisterly quarrel, you would say.
ですが、汚染などという言葉は大げさです。排水は国の環境基準内に余裕を持って収まるよう処理されます。
Hibiki is very emotional. Choose my words carefully so as not to accidentally set her off. That may be true, but the national standards are merely the lowest common denominator. They don't take any consideration the minute details of every single region. Hibiki bites her lip. She looks downward, mortified before looking back up at me.
にまでねえねえと同じことを。
I knew it.
やはりってなんねとぎゃ意味で。
Did I just clap? I should clap. Okay. Hibiki, full of passion, jumps to her feet, but the clapping sound deflates the entire situation. It's Makurane. Oh, she's the one that claps. Okay. She claps her hands softly and looks at a little troubled.
いけん。蔵の仕事の途中やったけん。そうちゃん、ひーちゃんと仲ようね。いややけん、ニーニーと仲ようなんて。
Really? She looks at the loss for words suddenly. Her expression said it all. First, her face was red, but now it's totally pale.
いや言うたんはそのですね。そういう意味ではなくて。
Perhaps. What is it then?
嫌というほど嫌じゃないっていうか、仲良くしたくないことはないんですけど、
You don't like it, but you do? I'm so bad with riddles. But if Hibiki is saying this out of desperation, it's my duty to figure out what she means. You don't like it, but you do. Does that imply, is this one of those no means yes situations? Whoops. I dodged the seat cushion she hurls at me. Hibiki runs out of the living room and locks herself in her room upstairs. Crap, looks like I really screw up this time.
残念なんは確かば。間違うとらんけど、間違うとるけんね。
Thank you. Oh, now you're giving me the riddle to solve, Makurane. I give up. Before I can even begin to think of an answer, I've already held up my hand in defeat. What does that mean? Wait, what? What does that mean this time? When I try to open my mouth, Makurane puts her index finger to her lips.
言えんね、そうちゃん。言うたらうちがひーちゃんに一生恨まれった。
For life, that would be terrible. Then I won't ask. I'll ask about it myself later.
そうね。それがよかった。
She smiles and sees me off. Makurane then lets out an exhausted sigh.
けど、こうなると困ってしまうね。そうちゃんにはひーちゃんの部屋にひとまず落ち着いてもらおうと。
There's more people.
無理そぎゃんかこっちは無理ったい。ニーニーと同じ部屋なんてどぎゃんしても暮らせんけん。言うても昔は一緒の部屋で暮らしておったでしょう。
Perhaps.
昔は昔、今は今。そぎゃんこっち言うまでも仲ようもん。
10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. After confirming that there's nothing more to say, Makurane slowly turns to me.
言うことらしか。どぎゃんすっとねやそうちゃん。
I don't know. If Hibiki says she doesn't want to, then that's pretty much final. Besides, I don't want to force her to do anything. The answer was decided from the start. I don't care if my room is storage or something. Oh, but if possible, please don't make me stay in the brewery.
デートでもお酒強うならんかったと？
They forced me to drink, but I never built up a tolerance. It seems I have a predisposition to being an eternal lightweight.
なんねつまらん。ほんなら酒蔵周りはよしとかんとね。
Makurane mumbles to herself before folding down her slender fingers one by one. As she does, she clasps, seemingly realizing something, and for the second time, the sound of her hands smacking together changes the vibe of the room.
じいさまの部屋がよかった。
Taito-san's? My foster grandfather. Taito-san was the one who welcomed me into this home. I'm indebted to him for giving me a reason to live. So being invited to stay in his room catches me by surprise. Makurane interprets my reactions as one of being apologetic.
開かずの部屋になっとるけん。空気は悪かろうもんけど、本当の物置よりはましてや。
It's an honor to be in Taito's room. Please show me in.
そうね。そんなら。
The Migita family comes from a long line of brewers of the Kuma Shochu. Everything about this manor and garden is old and spacious. Despite having been adopted for years, there are many rooms I've never set foot in. Transition. Here's the room past Makurane's. The room furthest down the hall. We turn the corner at the long hallway. The door unlocks with a heavy click. Makurane opens the wooden sliding door effortlessly. Oh, it's full of books. It's hot and humid, uncomfortably so, and it's also filled with things.
なんね、物置と変わらんばい。じいさまは整理整頓せえ人やったとやね。
No, the things are all stacked high, but this is nothing like storage. The stacked things inside the room seem to have a common theme to them. All this junk wouldn't have a theme if it was all just bits and pieces of various people's things. I think I could be okay with this. I mean, everything is neatly organized at least. Though I do need to make room for my luggage.
確かに。恋じゃ窓も開けれんね。あ、エアコンは手配せんとね。
Nah, it's fine.
そうちゃんのためだけじゃなかとよ。缶部屋ば整えば、他にも使いようはあるけん。
Fair enough. She was thinking ahead of me there, which is expected, given that she's the current head of the Migita family, the chief ruler of Migita of Kuma. I'll swear for now in anticipation of that. Wait, I think I read that one wrong. Let me take stuff out to the hallway first. The moment I start working toward a defined goal, Makurane exclaims with a tinge of cheerfulness.
そうちゃん、片付けの手が足りんと？
No, even if I do it alone by tonight, no, I should be done by tomorrow morning.
ほうたら、手伝いはいらんと？
I didn't say I don't need it. I'd be great if you could help. A playful smile flashes across her face. Makurane speaks loudly to make her voice heard.
そうちゃんは片付けの手伝いを探しとるんね。誰かおるかね。そうちゃんの荷ほどき手伝って。
Someone's running up. A light bumping noise begins building up. It's so light, in fact, that I don't even realize what it was at first, but now it's clear that the sound of someone coming down the stairs.
手伝ってほしかった？
Of course! Yeah! I do want and need help, yes, but mostly I don't want to keep things awkward between Hibiki and me. It'd be great if you could give me a hand with this stuff. If I talk to her from a place of complete honesty, the words I say may bring up old memories. You were always good with these things, Hibiki. If you could reorganize this place into a more comfortable space, I'd really appreciate it. Her smile lightens up the room. She stands proudly.
任せじゃ。
She clears her throat conservatively. Hibiki was slouching, but she's corrected her posture now.
私もいろいろあれから成長したんですから。兄さんのお部屋、素敵に仕上げてみせますって。あんならね、うちは醸造蔵に戻るけん。
Makorene waves her hand and claps before turning to us one more time.
小さまの部屋は二間続きになっとるけんね。どっちもそうちゃんの好きに使うてもろうてよかった。
Alright. There are books in front of me, mountains and mountains of books actually, of which would have to be cleaned up before I could give myself a little walking around space. There we go, they should go next. Hibiki, can you take this out to the hallway, please?
本当に重いですね。
Good luck. You're going to show me how much you mature over the years, right?
それは、まあ、体力的にもさすがに成長してますけど。
She mumbled something about wanting to show off how much she's grown up, though to be honest, no matter how hard she tries, she's still the same after all these years. Still, she tirelessly works, moving one thing after another. She takes the cardboard boxes I hand her and neatly stack them up in the hallway. Alright, I can finally see the tatami mats.
ですね。なら次はこの飾りダンス。それから押し入れです。開けて不要品をどかせば本をしまえるようになります。
Alright, first we... Whoa.
何してるんですか、兄さん。
Did we fall down? A dust cloud envelops us. Though calling it a dust cloud may actually be an understatement here. The dust must have hardened over the time and created something of a surface. The surface then flowed over the display cupboard and swallowed Hibiki and me whole. Oh, that's just great. We're dirty now. This is horrible.
はたきです。はたきを使ってひとまずほこりを散らしましょう。
I cannot open my eyes, but I certainly sense her presence. Hibiki is fidgeting about, but I can tell she is starting to move quietly to get some air circulation in here. Oh no. Careful. Hibiki, whoa. Whoa. Beautiful is the only word that I can think to use to describe what I'm seeing. Isn't she? Yeah.
どぎゃしてレイジの部屋にお人形なんて。
Yeah. Shaking voice on the verge of tears, I managed to remember what I was supposed to be doing. Hibiki, are you okay? Are you hurt? I grabbed her arms with both of my hands and moved at her. It doesn't seem that she's hurt herself.
そんな無事です。怪我はありません。
That's good. Now that I know that she's fine, my focus turns to something else. I let go Hibiki and pick up the broom and dustpan. Hibiki, stand back a little further. I'm used to cleaning up broken stuff.
そうなんですか。兄さん、割っちゃダメじゃないですか。
Maybe I'm not being clear enough. She thinks all I do is make one mistake after the next at my alcohol wholesaler job. No, it's not me, or father for that matter. I meant the university, not my job.
芸大で？
I have a scatterbrained friend. He breaks things all the time, but he's amazingly clever.
それはそうなのでは。その方もつまり芸大生なんですよね。
I'm not talking about academics here. He's an amazingly quick learner. How's this?
わ、本当に手早いですね。見事です。
It certainly is. Aside from all the broken glass, there's nothing to interfere with my field of view. This doll looks really real. It's made well, and it's so beautiful that I can't help but stare. Oh, I get it now. Okay, I know what's going on now.
兄さん、人形に興味があるんですか？
I used to have a twin. Over time, we ended up sharing similar interests. But this is really nice. I've never seen a doll like this. No.
兄さん、
I've seen something similar in the past, or at least I think so. Yeah. And the previous, yeah, the flashback. She's the captain, or yeah. Rail Lord. That's what they're called, right? What was that? It's clenching something in its hands.
本当ですね。これは鍵？
Let me see. I open up the tiny hand. Inside is something that gives off a dull golden shimmer. You're right, it's a key, but it looks like a spring key.
ほったら、この子動くと？千枚人魚とや？
A wind-up doll? There should be a keyhole somewhere. The moment I undress the doll, Hibiki lets out a weird scream. What's surprised you so much? Oh, I guess it's rare to see a doll. Perhaps.
いえ、そこではなく。
Then this does seem like an odd necklace.
乳首も首飾りも同列ですか？そうではなく、部分で部分の話ではなく、すみません。
Perhaps. What are you apologizing about?
人魚があまりに精巧なので、その兄さんがいかがわしい感じに少しだけ見えてしまって。
I see. If I'm undressing a sleeping girl, it would certainly look like that. I keep going everywhere. Oh, okay. Hibiki doesn't say anything this time. The front and back, I scrutinize the doll, but can't find the keyhole anywhere. The doll is just a doll. It's a thing. No matter how much they look like human, they're not.
はい、それは分かっているのですが。
Girls seem to have a thing for dolls. Michiko, my sister, was the same way. Whenever I was a little rough with her doll, she would get mad to the point of almost crying. Seriously, I don't see a hole anywhere. Wait, I could be under this. The moment I reach... Of course, Hibiki screams again, much louder than last time. My ears ring for a second. Hibiki grabs the doll away from me.
そこば見るならうちが見たい。
Okay. If Hibiki insists, I'll just let her do it. Please do. Make sure you don't miss any holes. Though.
そぎゃ無言であねやら言わんと。
I start gathering the clothes. I took off. In the next instant, Hibiki stops and looks at me.
何か。兄さん、これじゃないですか？
A pocket watch. Good job, Hibiki. And the chest pocket of the doll's coat is a small pocket watch. I can insert the key into the hole and click. It fits, but it's too small to. It might break it.
やけん、そぎゃこつ言わんと。
Creak, creak. Alright, it's your turn. I can do this.
何がいけるのでございましょうか？
What is it that I can do? That's a good question. Alright guys, we're gonna stop right here. Because, well, we just turned on the doll. Pause on that, by the way. Alright, so we went, Sotetsu is back home. We're meeting his old family, pretty much. And, well, things turned awkward when this doll, well, I had to find a way to turn it on, or turn her on. and not that way. But yeah, and now she's, well, apparently alive and talking to me. Well, anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys made it this far into the video, leave a like, leave a comment if you would like to as well. Follow me on Twitter, it would be in the description below, and I'll see you guys on the next one.